Thinking about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gonna hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I.
Yeah. It's goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, that's Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. Now don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC 4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part. That's a large part of
I gotta make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this out before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.
Y'all, man, it's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store.
And we are live in the building, man. What's good with y'all? And hey, the 3 amigos of this Dallas Cowboys content that join forces. It's your boy Henny the Moore. I got West Coast Cowboy reporting live from a secret location. I got Landlord from Alabama reporting live from hell. Cause I ain't gonna
Wow.
he is like the devil. So
Wow.
I'm here with my partners though, man. And when we join forces, we are Cowboys Uncut. But how y'all gentlemen doing tonight, man?
Shit, I'm good. I'll have my camera. I'll have my camera on here, and once I get to practice.
It's all good, man. We're going to be out here showing a lot of all 22 film and talking about some of this debacle that happened. But listen, we're not just going to be talking about one guy who had an off game. There's a bunch of people out there that we've been looking for to evaluate, and I think they deserve, some tick too. Like, there are people that actually play good in the preseason game, so I don't want to spend all day just talking about the third-string quarterback who played like a third-string quarterback. But we are going to look at some all 22 film, though. But for real, hey, he said yikes, but Wes, am I lying? The man is a third-string quarterback. Oh, Wes said that? He said he said yikes? Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying, Landlord. Like, y'all, am I lying, though? He's a third-string quarterback.
But I coined that. I coined that phrase though. I coined that. He's a third-string quarterback who plays like a third-string quarterback. And guess what?
Hey.
That's okay.
But
and you know what the problem is? What? I don't have a problem with Trey Lance playing the way he plays.
This is the thing, though. you should have a problem with Trey Lance playing the way that he played because it's not like Trey Lance walked off the street was making 10-25 an hour to come in here and get a roster spot. The Dallas Cowboys not only invested a fourth round pick to bring Trey Lance into Dallas, and we're very good in the fourth round, by the way. They
Yeah,
also are paying him $5 million. He's the highest paid third string quarterback in the National Football League, and he's paid more than the backup quarterback. So I listen. I understand what you're saying. Like he's not good. He never was good, right? I understand your point
so then
about him
can I
not
ask you a
not being
question then?
well. But can I finish trying to thought and I'll let you ask the question? I'm in the middle of asking you a
All
question.
this,
Hello, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna let you ask the question, but I was in the middle of asking you a question. I'm just saying, with all that in mind, all that shit, why should we be happy with the Dallas Cat with the way that he performed? Because like I said, it's not like you're not getting anything, and it's not like you invested nothing into Trey Lance. And I understand, like I wasn't sold on Trey Lance either, but the point I'm trying to make is once you put that much stock into somebody like the Dallas Cowboys did, you can't just watch it blow up in your face, and then you can't just watch it blow up in your face.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. It sound like
All
Jerry
right,
Jones sniped you.
all right, so yeah, so no, my service just cut out real bad.
Man,
Um,
he owned them Cowboys, man.
once I actually get to the practice field, I have way better service. So it's just going this way right here. It's all construction and stuff over here. But
Okay,
what
good.
I was
Go
saying
ahead.
is this: I don't have a problem with the way Trey played because if you go look at what Trey has done in the NFL, that was probably one of his best games. And what fans need to understand is just because you put expectations on him, just because you pay him $5 million, bro, that doesn't change the fact that he's not that. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think as fans and as organizations, we feel that, oh, we paid someone, we did this, we went out, so he's supposed to be. No, he's not. Trey Lance can only be as good as Trey Lance can be. And to be honest with you, that was probably one of his best games of his career in the NFL. He was your leading, and listen to me. And guess what? It's okay. You want to know why? Because you have Dak Prescott and you have Cooper Rush who are so much better. So I'm okay with saying that, yeah, as a developmental prospect, he looked okay. He looked like a guy that's a development. He looked like a guy that's developing in the NFL. And guess what? He looked like a third string quarterback trying to make a team. Like I don't know what people like. Why were people going in here thinking that they were going to see something like the kid theoretically ain't even played football in almost 2 years?
No, we ain't gonna do all that now. Man played last preseason. He didn't even
Yeah,
play
I know
all preseason.
he played but I'm just saying he ain't played no meaningful football in damn near 2 years.
But
And
whose
whether that
fault
be because listen
is
to me,
that?
whether that be because the Cowboys ain't played him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It ain't been used about a year. Long story short is this. Yeah, Trey Lance, he played as good as Trey Lance can be. Like, I don't know what the 49ers were smoking when they thought that he was a third overall pick. I have no clue. Like,
Man,
I'm more interested in talking to the 49ers and finding out what they thought of Trey coming in because he didn't even play a lot of college games coming into the NFL.
he did. He did.
So,
But
like, to be honest with you, everybody listen to me. I'm going to say this, and this is all I'm going to say about Trey Lance. We aren't the ones who dropped the ball on Trey Lance. The 49ers are.
hell no, we gotta hold some blame in that too, because he was
No, we
over
don't.
there.
A
That's
fourth
the hell
round
we
pick.
do. We traded for him.
All right, well, you gonna talk over me, but I'm a,
I know damn well you did.
yeah, but I'm also. I mean, you gotta let me finish my point first. You asked me a question. You let me finish it.
Shit, now, come on.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we are never in as invested as the 49ers are because the 49ers gave up draft capital. And not only did they give up draft capital, but they had to lose those games to get him. They didn't get Trey Lance because they won a bunch of games. They got Trey Lance. They got the opportunity to draft him because of a season that was lost. So no, we are nowhere near in debt. Only thing it cost us is a fourth round pick. That's nothing. That is absolutely nothing.
A fourth round pick is everything for a team this cheap.
Yeah, it's everything to a team who don't give a damn about second round picks. Yeah, you're right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
do
for
you
a team that only
hold on? Do you sign any free agents, or do you got a fifth round pick starting
Yeah, but
for
we're
you,
not
or a
talking
fourth
about that.
round
We're
pick?
not. But listen to me.
I mean,
But see, but
okay, then
listen.
so a fourth round pick for the Dallas Cowboys is
Yes, but
valuable,
we're
is it
not
not?
talking about that though. We're talking about who has had the most invested in him. We only have a fourth round pick. That's it. The
I ain't
49ers.
listen. I talk. Listen. I ain't in a dick swinging competition with the 49ers about who fucked up more. I'm just saying the Dallas Cowboys fucked up and
Hey,
they need
hold
to
it real
win.
quick. My kids is listen to me. We're gonna have to cut back on the cussing just a little bit because my mother watches this show. My kids is listening to this show right now as we speak. So we're gonna have to turn
in
it
the
down
Bears.
just a
So
little bit.
somebody need to mute. Somebody need to mute.
Hold on. Let me see. Somebody say something.
Hello, I'm good.
Okay. Then it probably was Lance. But yeah, go ahead, man.
No, all I'm saying is this: for what the Cowboys haven't lost anything in Trey Lance. Like we haven't lost anything. I mean, it's a fourth round pick, but I mean, there's no guarantees in the draft anyway. We drafted a guy named Ryan Russell, a defensive end, a fourth round pick, and we cut him the very next year. He was walking. I remember he was walking in a training camp, and they pulled that boy from the backside, told him to come back in, and they cut him at training camp. He was on the team for a year. Like I think people put this overstock in these draft picks because of what Dak did. But the average fourth round pick, bro, you're not. I mean, listen to me. Most teams don't even get much off their fourth round picks because them dudes aren't. I mean, I'm not saying they're not playing, but they're not expecting much from them. So it's like the only thing I was saying is like for what the Cowboys have given up. I mean, pay. We're always going to be paying somebody money. That's just. I'm over that. The Cowboys pick and choose who they want to pay anyway. So I'm not tripping off of what the Cowboys losing money because I don't really know if they're losing money or not anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this: if all I was saying is everybody keeps on talking about us, about how we messed up by getting Trey Lance. I'm like, how did we mess up when the 49ers gave up a first round pick for him? They're just gonna just escape scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? Like we literally just took their crumbs and was like, yo, we'll see if we can try to do something with it. But they altered their entire organization around him, and it was nothing.
I mean, listen, you're not wrong about the 49ers failing. I'm just saying the Dallas Cowboys didn't need Trey Lance when we went and got Trey Lance. I would understand if we didn't have a backup quarterback, but we already had a backup quarterback that was cheaper. So I don't understand. That's all I'm saying. Like Dallas Cowboys put resources and money into a guy they didn't need.
Facts, and you know I agree with you on that. But we also understand that there as an owner, Jerry Jones, and at the age of 80 something years old, I believe that Jerry Jones flexes his power. I mean, I think that listen to me, like older people, what I've noticed about just being around is like when you're like that older person that's in charge, every now and then you want to flex and remind people that listen, this is my stuff. Like Stephen Jones, yeah, I get that you're my son and you take care of his stuff, but if I want to go get a Kirsten, I can go get a person. And to be honest with you, that's what it literally feels like. It literally feels like he literally just went and got somebody. You know what I'm saying? That he wanted. And it's like, man, I mean, I think like this, like landlord taught me, man, you gotta. What do you take? What do we say? You gotta take bets or what was that thing we got into about landlord about taking deal or taking risk or something like that?
Calculated
You gotta take
risk.
gambles or something like that. Like it's a gamble or I forget what the exact conversation was about, but it was more or less about us taking gambles. And so it's like I see it like this, man. Like I mean, I wasn't impressed with what I saw, but I also wasn't expecting to see more than what I saw. So that's why I say Trey Lance can't he couldn't I can't be let down by him. You know what I'm saying because he actually played well for what I thought he was gonna do. That's all I'm saying. That's my only take on Trey Lance. And I'm done with
Oh no, you're fine. Cause listen, nope. I don't think anybody on this panel expected anything from Trey Lance. Right? I don't think anybody on here thought Trey Lance was gonna go out here and light it up. But it's different from knowing it and then actually seeing the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the man was awful for the most part. Now listen, because he's an NFL quarterback, there was a play here and there that he made that was fine. But for overall, the bad outweighed the good with Trey Lance. He missed open guys. He wasn't comfortable in his progressions. He didn't trust a lot of things that he saw. He had guys wide open, that he didn't throw the ball to for whatever reason, and a lot of the throws that he did attempt were off. They were either high, they were low, they were leading people out of bounds. Like it wasn't great. It wasn't a great showing by Trey Lance. But you know, we're gonna watch some all 22 film though, man, because there are some guys that did play well during this football game. And matter of fact, let me rewind this a
Can I
little
speak
bit.
my piece real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, bro, because I'm waiting for you.
Okay. Yeah, Wes, what you said, I was saying like you can't have everything on the team ain't gonna just be solidified. So that's what we got our debate on. Like you gotta gamble on some stuff. Like everything ain't gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you said that right. But I'm looking at Trey like we said, his whole training camp showing has been a roller coaster. It's been up and down. And that's what I expected. I seen exactly the same quarterback that I've been seeing in training camp. You know what I'm saying? Like he's up and down, play by play. Not even game by game, it's play by play for him. So he's still a raw quarterback doing raw quarterback type stuff. And like one of the things that's concerning to me is I really feel like he ain't trusting what he's seeing. He's not because you would try more confident stuff. Like I know you learning and you trying to be okay, but you know if the drive instructor wasn't in the car with you, you ain't gonna go 20 miles per hour the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You gonna risk it a little bit when you start getting comfortable. You like, man, I can handle this mud. Let me go 45 and see what happens. Like you
Mm-hmm.
ain't just gonna be timid the whole time. So like that's what I seen from him. That's what I seen from him, and that's a problem. Like once you see him cutting it loose and doing more risky stuff, that's when I feel like you will see him progressing.
Yeah, I agree. And listen, those are the same things
That we said about Trey Lance, since training camp. He's not confident in what he's seeing. I don't know if he's reading the field really well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he sees and understand the play progression, or if he sees it and he doesn't trust his ability to throw the ball there without throwing it to somebody else. Because I feel like it hasn't came up yet because Trey Lance ain't even touched the field yet. But there's a play where he has a tight end open for like 3 seconds, stares him down, and just starts running around in the pocket.
He had Princeton Fat open for a wide open touchdown. And like I feel sorry for players like that because Princeton Fat needed that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of crazy. And then you think about this. This right here, for some people saying that Trey had a good day or a decent showing, I'm gonna say this. For him to throw the ball 41 times, and I still feel like the receivers got shortchanged. Like I feel like the receivers got played. We didn't even get to see what Jalen Brooks was gonna do or Marino Crawford was gonna do. Tyron Billy Johnson. We really still didn't get to see none of them guys for real. So I mean, let that marinate a little bit. He threw 41 times, and we still feel like we didn't get enough from our receiving core. We didn't see enough.
I agree. But also a more positive note, because like I don't want to talk about Trey Lance this entire time, because we're going to get to Trey Lance actual footage in a second. I really want to start with number 94, man. I ain't talking about DeMarcus Ware. I'm talking about Marshawn Nealon, our second round pick out of what is it, Western Michigan? It's Western Michigan where this young man played at, if I'm not mistaken. Because man, Marshawn Nealon had a very good preseason showing. Because it's not like he got a whole bunch of sacks. He didn't really play a lot, but like he is pretty much as advertised. He is a poor man's DeMarcus Lawrence. He really hasn't developed just yet as a pass rusher, but you see the strength. You see how well he played against the run, and these are going to be a couple of the snaps right here, man. Cause see, you see how he shed the tackle right there, got to the running back right there, didn't get nowhere. Here's another one. He's gonna be over 87. Boom, took on the contact, got to the runner. And listen, for a defense that struggles in stopping the run, we don't really need another pass rusher. The fact that we got a defensive end that can set the edge, that can stop the run, and he still got a high upside for being able to develop into a pass rusher, I'm growing on Nealon. Now, I didn't know who the hell this man was when we drafted him. For all the draft talk that we did, I didn't know who the hell this man was. And I'm gonna have to expand my horizon this upcoming draft season. 'Cause I ain't looking no Western Michigan Boise guys like that. But this man played pretty good football in the limited snaps that he got. So my question to both of y'all, man, what were your initial thoughts about number 94 coming out in this first preseason game? Y'all Negroes there, man. Wes, Lynn. Look like they got abducted, man.
Nah, I'm here. I thought Wes was gonna jump in, but I'll say this. Like you said, I seen Marshawn Leland do the same stuff that he did in college. He was setting the edge. He was real aggressive against the run. But I'll tell you this, he wasn't even on, like, defensive end really wasn't even on our radar. So I ain't mad at not knowing exactly who he was because I didn't think we needed one. But,
Facts.
the good thing about it is it should pay dividends right now. They like the young man. They picked him over some other positions that we probably needed. So, with us losing Sam Williams, Lawrence Armstrong, Dante Fowler, with us losing all three of those guys, Marshawn Nealon pick look real smart right now for the Joneses. I say that. But we do need him to play some big time minutes and some good football. But I did see him setting the edge. He looked pretty quick coming out the end too. But like I said, it's gonna be kind of unfair to the kid. We're gonna have to be patient with him because we need him to play good football right now. Year one. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the NFL, kid. We need you to put up some sacks and stop the run. Congratulations.
Immediately.
Right now. Yes, yes. And like I just don't want us to be bagging the man too bad if it don't work out that quick. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna deserve a little time to get right.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, we see your country. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
All right, so hey, two things real
Hey,
quick.
I gotta say something real quick.
One second. Let me
I
get
got,
this cash app out the way, cuz. Shout out to the T Zilla man for the cash app. Appreciate you for the love. I think that my boy Action Pal they hit that with me, man. So I appreciate you for the support. But go ahead, Wes. I just had to show the love to my people.
as the elder man on this group, I'm gonna apologize to the nation, right? Because our chemistry is like CeeDee Lamb and Dak's chemistry is right now. We assume that it's just gonna be on point, but guess what? I be talking over him, he be talking over me. We be intergazing, and we even get a little trifle every now and then. You want to know why? Because I'm gonna tell you why, though. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this time last year, I was talking to my little cousin every single day, 3-4 times a day, right? So there were things that I didn't find out. There are things now when you're not in communication with someone that you're finding out on the fly, right? Now think about this. Take this mindset right now. You see content creators, and you guys know we usually rock together. Now imagine doing this on an NFL level, and they want you to go out there and beat a number 2 defense in 3 weeks. Somebody said something on a live show today that blew my mind, and it was something very simple. They said, man, the Cowboys playing damn near 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Bro, I paused like, wait, what?
It's right there.
What you mean we play in like 2 weeks? Yeah, bro, we play in like 2.5, almost 3 weeks. And your quarterback or CD ain't caught a pass all preseason all together. So that was just something crazy that popped in my mind. Go back.
Nah, but hey, that's a damn good point. You know what I'm saying? Because hey,
but we gonna be right though. We gonna be right though. Don't get me wrong. We gonna be right.
Yeah, we gonna get it together. But like Dak and CD, they gonna need to get their stuff together, man. Because I know they saying it's gonna be like riding a bike. Dak they ain't gonna miss a beat. Woo, like he gonna be prepared. It's different, man. Being away.
It is different, bro. It is different.
It's different, man. It's different. Lynn, what's your thoughts on that before we talk about the next person on this R22? Because I really want to talk about it when Trey got on here. We still see Cooper Rush and his little soft here we go out.
Hey, so right Cooper now. Rush actually started the game?
He actually did start the game. That was him that threw the ball to Jalen Brooks.
Okay, because man,
it wasn't Trey Lance.
yeah, no, because see, I tell you, man, I missed kickoff in the first 3 minutes of the game because you know how kids are. As soon as you get to the stadium, they gotta pee, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I missed the first 4 minutes.
It'd be like that. This the play right here. I believe it should be deep throw, threw his arm out. Jalen Brooks, boom,
And you know what's
GP.
crazy? That's the difference between Trey Lance and Cooper Rush. You want to tell you why? Because Trey Lance had a similar play, his similar ball. Guess where his ball ended up?
Out of bounds.
He ended up on out of bounds in the field of play. People will be like, "Oh yeah, but that's a good thing because that means they can't." Yeah, but that also means your wide receiver can't get it, bro.
Yep.
Because remember, he can't go out of bounds either.
I
Cooper
know he.
Rush throws a deep pass, and guess where it ends up in the field of play? He gives his wide receiver an opportunity to go get the ball, to go make some money.
Yeah, and listen, I know it sounds crazy, but at Arkansas, they were telling KJ Jefferson an underthrow on a deep ball is better than an overthrow. They would rather the wide receiver got to come back for a 50-50 ball than not have an opportunity to get the ball down the field. That was
At
exactly what they
all.
told that man. So, hey, it sounds crazy to some people, but that's exactly how they coach us in some places.
Yeah, and also you got to think like this: on a deep ball, the wide receiver, the DB is running. His legs are running. He's running, right? Cornerbacks are taught you can you can run with the wide receiver. You can follow his waist and you can look at his head, right? Well, his waist is gonna take you where he's going, and his head's gonna tell you when he's going for the ball, right? So
Right.
it's like if you were overthrowing the receiver, they're just gonna keep running.
Yep.
But you got to remember, if you're underthrowing him, if you're throwing it behind him, the wide receiver can actually stop and get the ball. Dez did that a lot. You know what I'm saying? It got to the
All the
point where
time.
him and Tony Romo were doing it on purpose. They were literally doing it on purpose, where he was literally underthrowing him on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you that my biggest issue, I think, and people ask me this. People ask me, "Yo, what grade did you give Trey Lance?" And you know what I said? I said I'm curious to know what the wide receiver grades gave, what the wide receivers gave him. Because, bro, if you're a wide receiver, did you make any money with Trey Lance throwing you the ball? I don't think you did, bro,
You
because you didn't
lost
get no
lost
damn
some
yak,
money.
huh?
I
What'd
said,
you say?
yeah. I said they lost some money messing with this man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If you're a young receiver right now trying to make a team, you want Cooper Rush throwing you the ball, bro.
Indeed. And hey, Troy, just to piggyback on this, said Cooper underthrew the ball though. He did. But guess what? He underthrew the ball and they got almost 40 yards off of it. Had he overthrew the ball, they
We
would
got
have
nothing.
zero they would 0 yards. So that's why they try to teach you in some places. Not everybody coaches the same. But a lot of places they will teach you to underthrow the deep ball if you have no other choice. Give your guy an opportunity to get the ball in his hand and make a play. You would prefer a underthrow over a overthrow, especially when
Yeah,
you got
because
a 6'3", 6'4" guy going down the field. Jalen Brooks like 6'2", 6'3".
yeah, and he
See,
didn't think about
because
this.
the overthrow is harder for a DB to even get to. You know what I'm saying? Like a DB already can't judge the ball in the air. So an underthrow gonna take an adjustment. And you know what I'm saying? Some receivers don't make that adjustment right. So yeah, that makes sense to coach it like that. Because guess what? An overthrow is an easy interception for a safety or something a lot of the time. So you don't
Yes,
want to overthrow the ball, especially not in the middle of the field.
Now, if you're overthrowing the ball, it needs to go out of bounds. It needs to go out of bounds.
facts.
Because an overthrow is a overthrow really is anybody's ball, bro. Because you don't know where it's gonna land at. You know what I'm saying? It's anybody's ball.
Hold on, wait a minute. All right, so this was off a turnover. So like, I'm not going to grade Marquise Bell because I think they disrespected Marquise Bell. This is off subject. Marquise Bell didn't need to play. Marquise Bell was a starter last year, played
Unless it's
17
gonna
games.
go.
You know what I'm saying? Marquise Bell was phenomenal. Matter of fact, it's not Marquise Bell's fault that he's not a real linebacker. Right. It's not Marquise Bell's fault that he's 25 pounds, 30 pounds undersized for what you asked him to do. He played great last year. Now, it was cool seeing him do safety work, actual safety work. It was cool seeing him get his hands on the ball. But he should have been sitting down on the bench with the rest of the guys that already got a guaranteed role on this team. That's my opinion. I felt that was a little disrespectful. But
I say
let
it like this: when I first saw him out there, first thing I thought was, "Damn, he about to get traded." Um, and to be honest with you, if you're Marquise Bell, like I love Mark. Like, listen to me. This is my thing. I be asking y'all because y'all be loving these players. I be loving them too. But I be saying, do you really, really like love them? Love them? Do you love them like where it's like you want them to be able to do their best wherever it is, even if it's not in Dallas? Because like some of our positions are really, really thick, bro. Like, there's not a corner on my team that I don't like, but all of them can't make it. You know what I mean? So it's
If I
like,
don't know you personally, my loyalty only lies while you with the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
I know, but
Once
guess
you
what?
leave the
But guess what,
Cowboys,
Mark?
it's like they head can roll for like in a metaphorical sense, of course.
But I mean, but he only played for the Cowboys, so that's what I'm saying. Like, for Marquise Bell, like, I feel like he's gonna be a guy that gets lost in the sauce. And you got to think, you don't want to be an in between guy when it's time to get paid, man, because then they don't know what to pay you off of. So when I saw him out there, that's what it really made me think. Like, damn, are they about to try to do something? Because Marquise Bell is the type of player that the Cowboys would try to move something. If you think about guys who have leverage, we're not even leverage, guys who have some stock that you could get something for, you ain't really getting nothing for Nahshon Wright. And I'm going to tell you, I spoke to Nahshon Wright people. The Cowboys did not initiate that trade. The other team did.
Oh, Minnesota wore the nation.
Yeah, Minnesota called Nahshon. They didn't call Nahshon. Minnesota called the Cowboys about him because their offense. He has a connection. I was speaking to him. I was speaking to his mother and to his people, and she was just breaking down the connection. But it was one of those. And it's crazy. What she was the way she was explaining it to me was the exact same way to what we were saying. It's crazy, bro, because we really be on point. Like, we really do be on point. Because she literally said the reason why why she was like, this is probably something that's probably best for my son. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because now he's actually going to play. Like, he's gonna actually get to play.
Speaking
And
of
that's
getting to play,
what I was saying too. I was like, this is probably one of those things where it sounds like it's a bad thing, but when it's all said and done, this is probably a really good thing for him. But that's what I thought. When I saw Marquise out there, I thought of, man, they trying to, because there was really no reason for him to be out there that long. I say it like that. There was no reason for him to be out there that long.
gotcha. But I was gonna segue. I was saying, speaking of getting a chance to play, and listen, I don't understand why he wasn't left tackle number one to begin with. But now that our boy Chuma Edoga is lost for about a month or so, the Tyler Guyton era at the starting left tackle has officially begun. Now, I don't know if they were trying to slow move him into the position or take their time or whatever it was. But now because of that, week one, we know for a fact, he's going to be going up against Myles Garrett over there. But speaking of my boy, he got a chance to play in this preseason, and he played well, man. You know what I'm saying? He was the highest, matter of fact, across all the NFL. He was the highest graded rookie left tackle in preseason. And I know not everybody is playing their starters. I know not everybody is playing against.
But they all got rookies playing. They all got
Exactly.
they all got a
Exactly.
rookie playing at some point. And think about this: rookies are all rookies once they put the NFL helmet on, because none of them have experience. The only reason why somebody's a first round pick is because you think that they're going to have a better adjustment to the NFL, but you don't know. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So once you put that helmet on, everybody's a rookie. You're no longer a first round pick because you don't have experience. You know what I'm saying? So for being the number one rookie, that's pretty damn good, bro. Because that also means that he was the best tackle in the class. That's also a good thing.
Yep. Matter of fact, I'm finna get it pulled up because
He played 21
he
snaps, right?
yeah, because this was a snap coming up. I'm finna get back to. Because he's on the field when Trey Lance is on the field. So his first snap is going to be right after this interception from Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett threw like 50 picks.
He
That was
threw
so
four
crazy.
in a preseason game. They let him keep throwing them too. That was crazy. That's how that was crazy.
how you know his job is secure. There was nothing he could do to lose his backup quarterback
And you
job.
know what? And you know what? Listen to me. And salute to the Georgia Bulldogs who don't give a damn because they was hailing that dude like he had just won the Super Bowl. And I'm thinking to myself, didn't he just ain't he trying to win a team? I think Stinson would have rather lost the game and I throw them 4 interceptions.
Yeah,
But hey, shout out to the Georgia folks that don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he just want to win.
on my mama.
Somebody told me I don't give a damn. He won the game. I said, yeah, but I'm pretty sure he would have rather lost the game and not had them 4 interceptions.
Matter of fact, here our board is right here. I believe. I think this is going to be the first little out. Yeah, that's Tyler Guyton going up against 57. He's number 60. Walled him out. That was a quick pass. It was a real quick pass, but shit, he wasn't going nowhere. So I would grade it as a win. Would you not?
Yeah. Hey, Henny, can I ask you a crazy question?
Go ahead.
The way this play calling was called, it doesn't even feel like this game was called to even win the game.
No, they called this game to see if he could make the plays.
Facts. Because there was a 3rd and 12 where we ran a 6-yard out route for no reason.
Yeah.
Everything, bro. That's why I was saying, like, I'm not trying to, like, that's why I say the winning and losing aspect. I don't even think the Cowboys had that in mind. I know they didn't have that in mind.
Like, folks got to remember, preseason is tryouts. We probably should take preseason out of it. It's tryouts for most of these guys, right?
I know. I wish they would call it. If they call it tryouts, people would look at it totally different.
Because listen, you know why they called that play that they called in the red zone for Trey Lance that he missed? That goal line fade to Marino Cropper?
Yeah.
Because it's a staple in Mike McCarthy's red zone packages. Dak Prescott threw like 4 touchdowns on that play just last year.
So you got to be able to do that. You have to be able to do that.
You got to be able to do it. And guess what? Jay Marino Cropper was wide open. You know what wasn't there? The throw wasn't there.
Hey, you know who else was open too? A gang of times, bro. If you didn't see him, that little number 6. Who was he?
Man, what is that boy name?
Because he was getting open in the backfield, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, that's why I was thinking, like, I just know they kind of told him you're not throwing the ball over 20 yards because he didn't take no shots, bro.
Matter of fact, I think this is the deepest throw he attempted all day, and it was the Schoonmaker of all people down the side. Yeah, that was the deepest throw he attempted all day, if I'm not mistaken. This one, the Schoonmaker. But yeah, man, I think it was Cam Johnson that kept getting open like that. But yeah, like they were calling plays. Good think about it, and they were actually calling plays to Trey Lance skill set. You will see more of that. You see the man running, got a whole bunch. That Deontay Burnett. Oh, Deontay Burnett. Okay, because listen, some of these wide receivers at the very back, I didn't bother learning their names because I know they ain't gonna make the team, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like a guy like Cam Johnson, I don't think had a chance. A guy like Deontay Burnett, I don't think had a chance. Especially,
but guess what? Because of the fact that CeeDee Lamb there are just people that you wouldn't even know about. CeeDee Lamb not being in camp right now is a blessing for everybody that's not Jalen Tolbert or Brandon Cooks. Because if you're not Jalen Tolbert or Brandon Cooks, bruh, if CeeDee Lamb would be at practice right now, we would have no clue who you are. None.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys. There's a bunch of guys that are getting more burn right now due to the absence of CeeDee Lamb. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that's a good thing too, because you never know who you may need. Right? You don't know somebody gets hurt and goes down, and somebody got to get forced into action. Dak Prescott knows these dudes now. Well, hey, because before, Cooper Rush probably knew him.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this, man. Like, out of our, this is another thought I have. I know we keep bouncing all over the place. We looking at things, but bro, Dallas Cowboy training camp in California is over August 21st.
Yep.
That's next week. Right? Why, if CeeDee Lamb signs his contract, he's going to have to come out here to California and live in a hotel room with another person, with a roommate, because that's what they're doing right now. I'm going to be honest with you. We're not going to see CeeDee Lamb in California, bro.
No, I doubt it.
Because think about this. If you're CeeDee Lamb, why would you sign right now to have to come all the way to California? Stay in and then think about this. You're not going to play on Saturday. They're going to leave Las Vegas, come back to California for 2 days, and then they're going to Texas.
Yep, that's what the final preseason game was
And then
played.
think about this: if you're Jerry Jones, bro, you already lost money on California. It is what it is. Ain't no getting it back. But you know what you can do? You can make sure that that Texas star is cracking like a mug when it's the training camp starts.
Hmm. And this is the thing. So I'm curious if they. Matter of fact, I'm glad we brought it up because this is the play I was talking about. It was the fade to Marino Cropper. Right, he is going to be wide open. Right, it's going to be a flat route. It's going to be an in breaking route. That's the combination against man coverage. He was wide open. He just overshot the ball, and that's one of the issues. Trey Lance really lacks touch on the football right now. Right, because he got a big arm. He could throw the ball really, really, really deep, down the field. But those are the lowest percentile of throws in the NFL. Like
Somebody got to be
nobody,
wide open. Somebody got to be
yeah,
wide open for him to
and
do that.
they got to be open, right? And even then, you got to have the touch to not overthrow him. You got to have the touch to get the wide receiver an opportunity with the football. So he got a big arm, but he's throwing high, he's throwing low. He's guys who got to reach on the ground
Hey,
to,
what was
to,
the what
to
was
get the
the
ball.
what was the yak yards in that game?
Don't know. I don't got no advanced stats breakdowns for the preseason game.
I know it wasn't good,
I mean, he only threw for 188 yards.
but still, like if say you threw for 188 yards and then like 125 of it was good, was yak. That means you was putting that ball kind of where guys could keep on running. But bruh,
Yeah.
I saw dudes catching the ball and getting tackled.
Hey, Thomas, we ain't gonna disrespect Lamar Jackson like that. He said Trey throws like Lamar. If Trey could throw like Lamar, then Trey Lance really might be the starter on the team. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but think
Like,
about this. But think about this. He don't got the listen. Trey Lance does not have the athleticism of Lamar Jackson. Trey Lance is athletic for a quarterback that's not an athletic quarterback. I put it to you like this: he's a better Daniel Jones when it comes to running the ball. But do I want Daniel Jones out here, Michael Vick in it? No. Trey Lance is not a Michael Vick. He is not a Justin Fields. When Trey matter of fact, go look at when Trey Lance runs. When Trey Lance runs the ball as a quarterback, he's running to the side. You want to know why? Because he's looking to slide. And guess what? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like everything that we're pointing out about him, I think people take it as we're saying that's a bad thing. Like it's not a bad thing, but that's just what he is. Like people try to say that Dak is an athletic running quarterback. No, he's not. Dak is actually a pocket quarterback who can run
a little bit, because man,
a
31.
little bit.
If he absolutely has to, if he has no choice.
The only thing
Exactly.
athletic about Dak is that he black. That's it, bro. That's it.
I
If Dak
seen
was not
Dak
black,
get
that
it. I
would
seen Dak catch a little win. When that was one of them games last year, he got a little loose, man. Don't do that like that.
I think it was the
yeah, but
Jets
you
game
also
because it
see
was the
how
beginning of
big.
the season.
Do you see how big Dak's eyes get when he run?
Shit. God,
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie.
hey, if you a real
After
Cowboy fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Dak eyes be big as hell, bro.
after Dak injury, he came back. It looked like it hurt when he ran.
it do hurt when he runs.
He
Like,
used to be a
dog,
little graceful with it. It don't look like it no more.
I was gonna
And
say,
I think Dak would have taken contact back then. He not doing that no more.
nah, Dak Prescott used to run through. Dak Prescott is the same man that used to stiff arm linebackers and safeties. Do you not remember when he first got in the league? Like he was running through people.
Hey, you remember that? Remember that touchdown? Remember that touchdown on the 2 yard line when he ran through them dudes and then did the
Yeah, we ain't seen that. They too much of that no more. He
Nah,
got
we
me.
ain't seen.
He got me feeling good to do that, man. This one of them games that he had some Ben Gay on his legs, man.
Hey, but you know what's crazy? That's what the money do to you, though. The money does change your game, bro. Because when you're playing for a big check, there are just things like I would almost be mad if I saw Dak try to run through some dudes right now.
I swear I would. Cause man, I see
Like,
what we were like when he got hurt. You know what I'm saying in 2020. Like I'm traumatized from that.
hit it. We just some big ass hypocrites.
Man, we
Because
are
I don't want to
hypocrites.
see him do it. I don't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't. I don't want to see Dak try to run through nobody. No, it's not worth it to me, bruh. It's just not worth it to me.
Nah, not in the slightest. Let's see. Let me see how they
Like,
did on
bro,
this
I'm not
on this
okay
run
with
right
Cooper
here.
Rush playing. I'm not all right with Cooper Rush playing 17 games, 16 games, and I'm damn sure not all right with freaking Trey Lance playing that many games. No,
Man, you know what's crazy? The folks
Trey
that
Lance
hate
needs to play
Dak, the
less.
folks that hate Dak Prescott will get exactly what they wanted if Trey Lance had to play. Because if Trey Lance played, we probably would be able to draft Shador Sanders. We would be bad enough to actually get a top pick if Trey Lance played.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think this team without Dak could probably. I don't. The first number that comes to my mind is 5. I'm gonna just be honest with you. 5 is my ceiling. I couldn't expect to win more than 5 games without Dak. And honestly, if you go look at last year's 17 games, find me 5 games on that list that you think we could have won without our starting quarterback. I don't think there's 5 games on there because Seattle. Listen to me. If you guys really think about it, every game that we played last year was a battle until it just got out of hand.
Yeah,
I think there was only
the
one
Seattle game
game.
was shootout.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Every game, like, our score is not indicative of how the game played. Because even week 1, when we smashed the Giants, bro, them motherfuckers was not trying to let it go. Like, Giants, y'all down by 30 in the third. Let it go, bro.
Man, I tell you, a lot of them games was a little bit more nip and tuck. Even the last game against the Commanders, they took a 10-7 lead when they blocked that punt. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't really a single game that it's the NFL though. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like none of these guys are Rudy Poos like that. They might be in a bad environment, but all these guys were either great in college or they did something in the pros to stick around. Like you ain't really playing no Rudy Poos in the NFL, right? Even in the Carolina game, it was like they had cut the lead to like 7 or something like that. Like none of these games were blowouts until they were. Because
So can I
a lot of times Dallas Cowboys had like a huge scoring run. It'd be like a touchdown, then the run blame get a pick 6, and all of a sudden we up 14.
can I ask you a trap question? Because I set you up for that. I set you up, cuz I did. I set you up.
Go ahead.
So with everything that you said, I'm a fan. Should I in any way be nervous about what I saw Sunday night on that final play? Now,
Oh,
don't say the obvious. Don't say the obvious. Yes, that was my homeboy from down the street playing linebacker. That was our little cousin playing cornerback over there. He barely made weight. I don't even think he had both shoes on. You know what I'm saying? Then you had landlord neighbor that he owed $40. Landlord told him he just do this last play. He'll be even on the $40. Well, guess what? He owes us 80 now, landlord. The hell. So I want to know, should fans in any way be nervous about how that game ended? Or should we just be like, it's preseason, blah, 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 blah? Because that same defense took 4 interceptions
I'll
that we're happy about.
I'll put it like this.
Talk to me. Talk to me
All right,
nicely.
I'm putting it to you like this. I don't like that it happened because
Right.
you don't like having bad habits. You don't like putting that out there. But at the same time, the guys that got the picks mostly weren't in there. Marquise Bell has sat down. Marshawn Nealon has sat down. Monty Smith has sat down. So I know I don't want to give them the out that they're gonna be doing podcasts with you and me. They're gonna be on the podcast with us, be special guests because they ain't gonna be in the NFL. But
Timeout. I do not agree. I'm not saying I agree with that. Because the Cowboys be having some crazy dudes make it to the NFL. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, man. We be
I'm
having
just,
some crazy dudes make it to the NFL. So I ain't gonna second that.
hey,
I
I'm
hope you
just
make
saying.
it.
I'm
I
just
hope you
saying.
make it. He on that. Somebody must have stole something from the store because he on that hurry up and buy today. God damn.
Mm-mm. Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Now listen. Week 1, if it happens, week 1, we got the lead. Dak Prescott and Zeke done sit down with a nice 5-point lead. Only a little bit of time left, and Trayvon Diggs and
Trey
Micah
can't play.
Parsons.
Trey can't play. Trey can't play. He can't
Why
play.
why can't he play?
If he's the third string quarterback.
I'm talking about Trayvon Diggs. I ain't talking about that
Oh,
Trey. I'm talking about the real Trey. I said if Trayvon Diggs, Michael Parsons. Now the real Trey. Like we're not referring to Trey Lance. We're gonna call him one play Trey when we refer to Trey Lance, and then we just say Trey. We talk about Diggs. So
yeah,
Oh,
but
wait, Trey. Because
hey, but
listen,
hey, but
y'all
hey,
got to put some respect on that Trey name. That is not Trey. You got to get cool to get a nickname, bro.
fact, fact. Hey, that's true. That's true. That's very much true.
we sorry, landlord. We disrespect the trap with that one.
Hey, because let's just be real, landlord. You didn't coach kids before. How many kids do you honestly could write their name down right now? But when you see them, you be like, "That's Sonic." That's da da da. Because nicknames are earned because it comes from something you've done. Every nickname that I got from a little kid out here is because of something I've seen them do. You know what I'm saying? And that nickname is a reminder of that moment because I'm trying to get them back in that moment. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get nicknames.
Facts. Hey, Thomas hit you on the Cash App too, Wes.
I know. I was actually about to say that. I was going to say thank you, Thomas. Can I? So landlord, same question. With things that happened last year and how that final play ended, are you in any way nervous or did it affect you or did it rattle you or anything? I didn't see the play because I had left because I left at the 3-minute mark.
Oh, he just disappeared out of here. I think it's his service going in and out.
Okay, well I'll give you my thoughts on it. I'm the type of dude. If I was a coach, I'm cussing everybody out, bro, in the locker room. Why? Because it is definitely a sense of urgency that we always got to keep. But I will say this: that final play of the game was not a touchdown because of Cowboys' effort or Cowboys not wanting to tackle. You had 11 guys who had probably never been on the field at the same time together.
I'll say this. It don't matter, but at the same time, it do give you like it triggers my PTSD. You know what I'm saying? Because we know the Cowboys are known for stuff like this.
Facts.
It happens far too
Facts.
often. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that it's serious, but it's a punch in the gut slightly because we are who we are. If we was another team, it wouldn't matter. But it resembled some of my past trauma and heartbreak from the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I don't like about it.
You heard what I was
So
telling you during the broadcast, landlord. Tell the people what I was telling you during the broadcast, man.
What?
At the end of the game, what did I say?
Basically, it's the same old stuff that we always see.
No, I said they watch. I said, hey, they finna go down here and score.
Yeah. You Henry, hey Nation, if you want to blame anybody, blame Henry the more because he was up here. He was certain that them people was finna score. And I'm up here like, bro, they ain't scored all game. Why would you say such a thing? Then you know what happened. They go right down the field and score. Okay.
And when
Thanks
you
a lot,
ask,
Henry. Thanks a
when you
lot.
ask me why they ain't scored all day, why do I feel that way? I said because we're the Cowboys.
but hey, can I give you a scientific reason on why I believe they scored too, though?
Go ahead.
If you go look at that offense that the Rams had on it, that was the same offense they had the whole second half. Now, the Dallas Cowboys coming into the fourth quarter, man, we were switching out. We had 11 different people on the field at that point. So you had an offense that probably had a little bit more continuity than the defense that was on the field. And that's why when he scored, you look at the safeties, they both had their hands up like, where was you at? No, you know that Spider-Man meme where he's pointing at him and another guy's pointing at him and another guy like that. If you go look at like play the play, go to the play. You can go to the play. Go to if you go to the play, the final play of the game. It's a miscommunication. Like nobody knew it. Like it wasn't they just ran up in there and just not ran like a wide receiver was wide open, bro. Just cutting across the backfield. That means the safety didn't pick him up. Because the safety don't got deepers, man, deep because you're in the red zone.
Right.
So that's what I say, like, that's the play right there?
I don't think so. I think it's the play before. Yeah, this the play before. It's going to play after this. I just didn't feel like.
So think about this. Cowboys played that play perfectly. Played that perfectly. Let's find out who made this mistake. We can tell you right now, shit. Look at that line. You saw that go back. You saw your left linebacker covering grass, doing nothing.
This one be the play right here. I think he finna escape. Yeah, he finna escape. Side on throw back in the middle. He like, oh, he lost track of him.
He lost track of him.
Who that? Number 38.
And it was your freaking safety. He just flat out lost track of him.
Yeah, he was right beside him. I guess he thought.
The cow. Oh, there goes. Remember, I said the linebacker. Who is that linebacker right there, bruh? Who's the
What's
linebacker,
his
bro?
number?
Because he had 257. Go back, Henny. You
That's
gotta go back.
Morganson. I think that's Morganson. Hold up. Let me rewind this real quick.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. 55 didn't have a good. 55. Who's that?
That's the guy Willie Harvey from the UFL.
Bro, he did not play good against the run, bro.
Bro, he missed the entire gap in a couple
Bro,
times.
I'm hoping that. But see, cause like man, like I'm gonna give you an example. Jalen had plays like that, right? And I talked to him about those plays, and he told me, bro, like if your assignment is to shoot this gap and they run in this gap, you still have to do your assignment before you can stop your assignment and go do something else. You know what I'm saying? So I digress.
True.
That makes sense. Cause listen, you up here trying to play hero ball. If you're not where you're supposed to be and they got an 80-yard run because you didn't fill the gap, ain't nobody
Because
care what you were trying to do.
basically what he's saying is like in a situation like that, it's sometimes better to do your job because say you try to make a play and you think it's going somewhere and you don't do your job and it causes something else, that's bigger. They'll take you off the field for that. They won't
Exactly.
take you off the field for running in the gap that they told you and the running back runs in the other gap. They won't take you off the field for that. But they'll take you off the field if they tell you to run in the A gap and you think it's going to the B, so you go to the B instead and they stunt to the B and then go in the what? A gap. And now they're running beside you, same results. The only difference is you were supposed to be in the A gap.
But the only thing is, I ain't gonna dog out Willie Harvey like that, man, because is this not some similar stuff we known to see from our linebacker room?
Yeah, our line, we don't have
Scott
a good
McCurdy
linebacker
seems
coach,
like
man.
he teaches this. So I'm not gonna sit up here and dog out Will Harvey like that, man. Like he the first person ever did that. Nah, we seen that from every linebacker we ever had. LBE, Damone Clark. We've been seeing this, and it's a reoccurring theme, man. And you know, Scott McCurdy, bro, I'm about sick of that dude. I'm just being real with y'all.
Hey, we might
I
hey,
wish
we
I
may
would
have
have
to
got
put
an interview with him. I
hey,
wish I
we
would have
might
got
have to
an
put it
interview with
here.
him.
We may have to what that boy on Belly say while eating that banana? I may have to drop a dime on him.
Drop a dime on that fool, man.
Well, I'm about to drop a dime on him, you know what I'm saying? I
He
don't like
messing
it. I
up the
don't like
whole
that.
linebacking. He messing up anything linebacker in Dallas. Like he messing up
Anything, bro.
the high school linebackers. I'm talking about
Hey, well, think
everybody
about this.
is suffering for this dude.
Think about this. Since Jalen Smith, and Jalen Smith was not under him. Jalen Smith was under Eberflus. What linebacker has he done?
Man,
None of
he
our
been here for a
linebackers have
while.
improved. None of them have improved, bruh.
He been here longer than I thought. He been here since like 2020, hasn't he?
And you can't even count Micah because Micah looks
He don't
average
do.
when he plays. Listen to me, when
I was
Micah
just gonna
plays,
say he don't do linebacker stuff.
that when Micah does linebacker stuff, I'm not gonna say he's an app because y'all don't know how to take that right. Because most linebackers in the NFL are good. You know what I'm saying?
See the
Yeah, nobody.
difference is I think the difference is between what we see out of our linebacker core compared to what we should see is two different things. Okay, it looked like our guys be guessing. That's why Will Harvey just got shook like that. Okay, you supposed to read keys. We don't read keys. Like you should have a certain amount of keys that indicate which way the play gonna go. If you see the guard pulling, you supposed to know this stuff as a linebacker. You
Yep.
supposed to know it. Why you think linebackers that's not super athletic still be incredible linebackers like Sean Lee? Like Sean Lee didn't run fast. That dude was just smart. He had a great IQ. And then it didn't not seem like Sean Lee was there before the running back was there. Like
Yeah.
we used to be like, wow. Like Sean Lee used to be like a warrior, like a gladiator on this football team,
And
man.
landlord,
Just
and part of the reason about that,
because his IQ was so high.
and think about that. That's part of the reason why he stayed injured too. You won't listen to me. You only get injured if you're doing what? Making plays. Like Sean Lee was
Man,
making plays, bruh. He was running into linebackers and running into running backs. That's why he was getting hurt.
he was the defense.
He was the
Damn.
defense. Like,
I'm gonna tell
listen,
you this right now. If the Dallas Cowboys, if magically the Cowboys could drop Sean Lee on this defense, I don't even
Oh
need him in
my
the spring.
God.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
God, bro. Because Sean Lee never played with a defense. Oh my God, bro.
Bro,
Think about
think
this.
about it. Sean
Sean
Lee,
Lee was
Sean
getting
Lee,
interceptions. He was getting
look,
interceptions, bro.
if
He was
Sean
getting
Lee wasn't
interceptions.
making the play, it was D Law. I mean, it was D Well. Them the only people. Like, that's all we had. It was them two.
He played with cornerbacks like Mo Clay. Hey, Mo, that's my dude. That's my dude. My boy Mo Claiborne, only NFL player that bought me a drink. Hey, we had Mo Claiborne. He had Claiborne. Who else did he have at corner? He
hold on,
had
he had Scandrick, Orlando Scandrick.
bruh, F him. I don't like Standard.
All right, what about Terrence Newman?
Scanlon was a good player, though. You talking about you don't like him personally.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You beefing with the man. This man can play cornerback, though.
He was good. Terrence
Hey,
Newman was good too, though.
hold up, time out. West Coast said Orlando Scandrick name like Newman say Seinfeld name, like Seinfeld say Newman name. Well, hello, Jerry. Hello, Newman.
Timmy Turner daddy when he hating on the neighbor.
You hear the dun dun dun. You hear my
Man,
music.
Dinkelberg.
We got history. That's all I'm gonna say. We got
Mike Jenkins, Orlando Scandrick, Terrence Newman. Who else they had?
And I'm
Byron
gonna be
Jones
honest with
wasn't there
you.
yet.
Listen to
Was
me.
it Terrence
I'm
Newman still there?
Hey, I'm gonna say a powerful statement that people gonna disagree and get mad at me, but bro, he never played with a guy. DeMarcus Ware is not Michael Parsons, bro. Listen, I love DeMarcus Ware, but Micah Parsons is a totally different dude. That's a totally different animal, man. That's a totally different animal.
You saying in a better aspect?
Bro, I'm saying Micah is a way better aspect.
Then
Way
DeMarcus
better.
Ware.
I don't know about that.
That 20 sack DeMarcus Ware.
I don't know about
Bro,
that, bro.
listen to me. Micah Parsons would have 25 sacks if the Cowboys let him. Like, come on now. DeMarcus Ware played on the line. That's what I mean. He was a 4-3 defensive end. Like he had no other responsibilities but to get sacks. We were not moving.
But he did it. He did it at
moving
one of the highest levels in the NFL and came up in the clutch.
DeMarcus, listen to me. I love DeMarcus Lawrence, but name me a
DeMarcus
sack.
Ware. You talking about DeMarcus Ware or DeMarcus Lawrence? Man?
Y'all know I'm talking about DeMarcus Ware. I just be saying.
I'm concerned because listen, I would take because listen, the names are important. I would take Micah over to DeMarcus Lawrence. I just ain't finna put him over DeMarcus Ware.
No,
I would take him over. The reason why I say it is because we move around. DeMarcus Ware did not move around and become a linebacker until you actually went to Denver, right? And I'm gonna tell you this right here. I know for a fact DeMarcus Ware should take himself out of the game on run plays. The Cowboys get more out of Micah, and they're able to move him around. Like, man,
if
Micah
we just talking about what they specialize at, though, because I mean, him taking himself out on run plays is pretty weak. I'll give you that. But I'm gonna say this: when it comes to pass rushing, bro, where was that beast, bro?
Well, Micah Parsons. If listen to me, I'm sorry. We got to put this to the nation. You got one play. You got to make a sack. You got DeMarcus Ware or Micah Parsons. Give me Micah Parsons, bro.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I'm sorry.
In what postseason game or big game did Micah Parsons get a sack for you,
bro? And what is DeMarcus Ware?
Third down for plenty of them.
What big moment did DeMarcus Ware have for us? Y'all think you think about DeMarcus Lawrence? DeMarcus Lawrence had that moment versus Detroit. But what, man, name me a fourth quarter sack DeMarcus Ware got.
The man played damn near
Bro,
15 years. I'm
Demarcus
pretty
Ware
sure I
got
can
a bunch
find
of
one.
sacks in the first quarter. I'm just being 100 with you.
Yeah, that man got nothing. You act like he got all 100 something of them in the first quarter, man. We
I
gotta
ain't
stop
saying he got all 100. I'm not saying. I'm not saying. I'm not. Listen to me. I'm not. I feel like we about to get canceled. Let's just change the subject.
No. We've been
If
canceled.
somebody gonna clip this,
We've been canceled for less, Wes. Let's just go through
but
with it, man.
somebody gonna clip this, and it's gonna be bad for me.
Somebody go clip. You did it.
You talking all this outrageous stuff. Hey.
Hey, can I ask
I
you a
mean, I
question?
can see Parsons being. Look, I'll say this. I can see Parsons being better eventually, maybe. But right this
When the
second,
career's over.
no,
Bro,
no.
stop it. Wait, we're talking about time out. I'm talking about purely rushing the passer right now.
Listen,
Man, where was that
how can I
beast,
take
bro?
a dude?
Oh my
Listen,
God,
how can I
I'm taking
listen?
Mike.
How can I take Micah Parsons when he ain't never had 20 sacks?
Bro, I'm talking about. Bro, listen to me. Listen to me. I
Sacks,
also know that
pressures,
Micah.
sacks, pressures, quarterback hits. It's
Yes,
Demarcus
but
Ware.
also listen. I'm also one that believes that when it comes to like week 10 through 17, the Cowboys slow Micah down, bruh. This dude is getting 14 sacks. Micah theoretically is getting 14 sacks in 12 games.
Is Micah Parsons being slowed down by the Cowboys or his failing body because he's an undersized pass rusher? Because Demarcus Ware was 240.
D. Well was like that. He was built like that.
Demarcus Ware could go, and he wasn't banged up at the end of the season. Michael Parsons is in a full bodysuit on the sideline, wrapped up like a mummy because he's an undersized pass rusher at the end of
Man,
the
he's
year.
not.
That's that
Hey,
good
listen to
old
me. If
Troy
you over the age
Alabama
of
food
30,
right there.
if you over the age of 30,
Y'all
if
go
you over
ahead.
the age of 30, if you're over the age of 30, you're qualified. Your opinion matters. If you're over the age of 30, your opinion matters. You got one sack. You need one sack. You got Micah Parsons or DeMarcus Ware. Who you putting your money on? Gonna get it. You got to be over the age of 30. That's all I can. You 28-year-old. You know what the hell you talking about. Go get
Who
on
we
YouTube.
going up against?
Man, I don't give a damn.
It matters. Because Micah got some people that he didn't really want to see.
Like who?
Trent Williams.
Man, slap yourself. They ran a running back at him.
And I had to
Man,
see what my wife
Trent
telling me.
Williams. This happened more than once, Wes. 2 years in a row. Micah no sacks against San Francisco.
Yeah, but Micah's not also just not rushing against Trent Williams. They're moving him around. So, I mean, they definitely have a plan for him. There are teams that I just believe they're like, listen to me. First off, 49ers, man, they're a whole different freaking beast, bro. Like, there is just, listen to me. The Pacers growing up, people don't understand that Michael Jordan won 6 rings, but there were 3 times where Reggie Miller took his ass to the brink, bro.
Reggie
Almost
Miller was
put
a
him
hooper.
out in some Jordans, bruh. In some Jordans. Because remember, Reggie Miller started wearing Jordans in the playoffs to mess with Jordan, to let him know that I'm not afraid of you. You know what I'm saying? It was Reggie Miller who scored a 3, stole the ball from Horace Grant at half, ran back to the other side, shot another 3. They tried to throw the ball to the other side. Reggie Miller ran to the other, caught it, ran to the middle, and shot another 3. Scored 9 points in like 12 minutes to send the
I'll say
Pacers
this
back
though.
to Game 7.
I'll
Some
say this
people are
though.
just
Well,
designed to play you well.
like you said, Well can play both of them. What's going on? Well can play both of them though.
And Micah can't.
Nah.
Man, let's talk about the Raiders.
They talk about the
I
Raiders.
mean, he on the side for a reason.
Let's talk
Hey,
about the
listen,
Raiders.
man. All right, this is my analysis. The Raiders, man. But for real though, but we're being serious about the upcoming
Landlord, you must be
preseason game.
29. You 29, huh, landlord? You just look old. You 29.
Nah,
You
listen.
29.
Micah can play linebacker
You
and defensive
29.
end, but we seen Well put his hand in the dirt and stand up and be dominant in both of them.
And you've seen Micah do it. You've seen Micah do that. You've also seen Micah rush from the middle linebacker position and get a sack, bro. Standing up, running
Seen Mike,
around.
we ain't stand and went up like on the outside linebacker. He played middle
Yes, you
linebacker
have.
sometimes.
Bruh, Micah, yes, you have. Micah has been used like that. I got a video of Micah right
And he
now.
was just as dominant. West Coast, you can't say that. You want to know why? Because you just said Michael Parsons is an average player when he stand up. You can't
Yes,
say
but I'm
that.
not talking. But listen to me. But no. I said when he's playing linebacker. When he is
He's
playing
standing up
linebacker with
most of the time.
no, yeah, but see, defensive end stand up. DeMarcus Lawrence stands up. You know what I'm saying? DeMarcus Lawrence is stand up. Now, what is he? Is that where he's most effective? No, but I've seen
What I'm
DeMarcus Lawrence.
telling you is Ware was just as gangster in both aspects. We
Mm,
went through a 4-3 and a 3-4 with Ware. And he did both. And he still was getting sacks every game.
Man.
yeah, man. You think the Raiders gonna play a starting quarterback? Because I don't even know who the Raiders. I don't even know who the Raiders starting quarterback gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I know it's Tuesday and we finally get to move on for this game at some point. Also, I'm gonna tell y'all
Nah.
this right here. The Cowboys, I believe. Listen, I don't need to see no damn 3/4 of Trey Lance. Like I don't need to see it. Get
You
up,
finna see
give Cooper Rush 2.5 quarters, and then get Trey. You know why? Because at the end of the day, man, you need to start preparing your backup quarterback and for a situation in case he gets hurt. You never know. That has to be important too.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like we can't just like dedicate this whole preseason just to trying to like glorify it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this dude to trade. Like, bro, you ain't gonna find nobody that's gonna trade you for anything more than what you just got for Trey Lance. Let it go. You need Cowboys in this Raider game. Cooper Rush needs to play more because Dak Prescott does miss games. And if he doesn't miss game, guess what? We might be up and he still got to play.
I'm gonna look at it from a different perspective. Like not just for Cooper Rush needing to play. You got wide receivers you need to evaluate, and the
Fast.
better passer of the football is Cooper Rush. So you don't really even know what you got in Cam Johnson. You don't really know what you got in Jalen Marino Cropper. You know, you saw what you had in Jalen Brooks. Thank God, 'cause Cooper Rush was throwing the football. He had that big play down the sideline that probably helped his stock. But yeah, man. Dallas Cowboys got too many pass catchers out there. Not even the wide receivers. You got tight ends too. Don't you want to see what John Stevens Jr. can actually do? You went out
Hey, because
there.
we low key have a Henny,
What's up?
we low key have a tight end battle right now. Because
We
everybody
we
knows that
should.
Ferguson is your number one. But bro, there is no guarantee for your number two. Shoemaker is not your guaranteed number two tight end right now. I don't even know if Hendershot is Hendershot even on the team still?
Yeah, he on the team.
Like he don't even like he just don't even exist no more.
He shouldn't.
John Stevenson out there wearing 81. Everybody think he a wide receiver. He really a tight end though.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? He was a wide receiver all the way up until he got to the NFL.
Facts.
That's why he's so good at catching the ball.
And think about that. That's a if you how are you going to decipher who's going to get that? And we run a lot of 12 personnel. 12 personnel means you have to do what? Have two tight ends. So
Mm-hmm.
we need to find out who's going to be our number two tight end is. And that's a phenomenal point. The only way you're going to find that out is by what? Well, Trey Lance throw the ball to tight ends. He did a lot in this pass game. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, he throws it in their general area. He don't actually throw it to them. That would actually mean that they're catching the football. You know.
I mean, landlord, you're a wide receiver. You saw that game. I mean, if you leaving that game, would you have been okay? Would you have been okay? I mean, ball placement is the number one thing I think you're playing for when you get Dak Prescott.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, if the quarterback can't throw the ball right, I mean, it's useless. Like everybody talk about arm strength and all this stuff, but accuracy is the most important. Ball placement and accuracy. If you can't put the ball where you want to put it at, are you really quarterbacking? That's the question.
You basically a baseball player throwing the ball long. That's it. Anybody can do that.
You just somebody throwing the ball. You ain't a quarterback at that point.
Yeah, a quarterback is when you're actually putting accuracy and putting it in places where people to move because anybody can just throw far.
Yeah,
Man,
T does.
anybody can throw the ball. Anybody can just throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? A
T
quarterback got to
does.
be accurate with it.
T does say Schoon is tight end number 2, 100% off of politics. It
Off of
shouldn't be that
politics.
way. It shouldn't be that way because John Stevens Jr. had looked like the second best tight end all training camp. He
I'm
has
gonna
He
keep it
been
one
playing a
hundred.
little better though. I ain't gonna do him too dirty. He been playing a little
he's
better.
playing better, but he's still tight end 3. You know what I'm
It's
Man,
saying?
I'm
still
gonna say
plenty
this.
of other
I'm gonna say
tight
this
ends
right
I
now.
like over
If
him.
John Stevens, listen to me. If John Stevens is not your tight end 2, it is for sure a conspiracy because John Stevens is closer to tight end 1. If you go, because you got to think right now, if something happens to Ferguson, you got to replace your number 2 is not there as a place. Your number 2 is there in case number 1 goes down. If number 1 goes down, John Stevenson is the guy that's closest to him, like him. So realistically, number 2 tight end right now should be John Stevenson, because Hendershot is not like him, and Shoemaker is not. Shoemaker went to Michigan. Athletic tight ends do not go to Michigan.
No. Hey,
Yikes.
this is slightly off topic. The Dallas Cowboys got to get the CD Lamb contract done because Jamar Chase looks like he has just entered his own holdout.
Good for him. Hey, I got a question. This is off the subject too. Hassan Reddick is available right now. I don't know if it's via trade or free agency. What are y'all thoughts on him?
Outside of that, we
Hold
need some
on.
pass rushing desperately.
Listen, do you know why he's trying to get traded again?
Because he wants more money,
Wow.
right?
Yes, that's why he didn't show up to the Jets. The
He
Jets
got
traded for him.
$6.5 million right now.
Yeah, Jets traded for him, right? Try to get a contract done. He didn't like the offer, so he's been holding out. So why would I then try to trade for him if I'm not gonna give him a contract? He's not gonna show up.
Well, you ain't got to worry
What
about
type of
him in
money?
Dallas. Next
Yeah, you
subject.
ain't gonna find. What type of money is he looking for though? I'm just
He's
curious,
the kind of money Michael Parsons wants.
bro. There's no way he don't even have Michael Parsons stats.
He do though.
He got Michael Parsons stats.
He got good sack numbers since he was in Philly. Let me look at this nigga. Oh, look at this man numbers since then.
Nefarious hand.
How many years has he been in the league?
A long time. He did, listen. He just
Yeah,
got good
bet,
with
bet.
Philly. He just got good when he got with Philly. All right, so let me pull up Hassan Reddick stats. All right, so
You remember they was trying to argue he was better than Michael Parsons?
I know.
So he had 16 sacks in 2022. He had 11 last year. So he got 27 sacks in the last 2 years. So about 13 and a half sacks. Let me
I'm
see
not
what he
gonna
did
lie,
the
that's
year
pretty
before.
impressive.
That is pretty impressive. I
So
ain't gonna
let me
lie.
see.
That's pretty damn impressive.
So let me see
16
some
sacks
stuff.
is pretty
Hey man,
damn
I'm gonna
great.
tell you this right here. Anytime you get over 10 in multiple years, that's pretty impressive, bro.
And he was an All Pro. So he was a second team All Pro, 2-time Pro Bowler.
Why don't they want to pay him? Like what? I don't understand
Because
what
he
is what.
old. Because he old.
Well, he ain't that damn old.
How old is he?
He came in 2017, so he's 29.
That's old as hell
That's
for a
old, bro. I
defensive
ain't gonna lie.
lineman.
That's old.
How old is Tank Lawrence? And we look at him like he ancient. How old is D Law?
Tank Lawrence is ancient. That man is deep in his 30s.
Tank should
Oh,
be at least 32, right?
Let me see. He came in like 2013,
Tank
14. So let me
played with
see.
Romo, bro.
Yeah,
we
he's not.
look at Tank like he's an elderly man.
All right. So this is 3 year difference.
Okay, he old.
That's a difference. That's a big difference.
But that is a big difference, though.
I'm
Three
just saying,
years.
bro. Listen. We don't even. I know running backs are more, wear and tear, but you don't want a 30-year-old running back like that. You don't. You ain't gonna pay him top dollar.
Hey, I got a random question since it's coming out. Hey, is this Tank's? You think this Tank's last year?
Of course, that's why they drafted his
Could be.
clone.
Yeah.
They drafted a guy in the second round who NFL comp was DeMarcus Lawrence. You tell me what the writing on the wall tells you.
Time out here. This is a perfect way to say it. It might not be DeMarcus Lawrence last year, but it's his last year in Dallas. You can say that because hey, they ain't gonna pay him.
I almost
He's
choked
ain't
right
gonna
now.
be about
Don't
it.
do that. I almost choked
I
right
mean,
now.
it's the truth. Hey, when they said you ain't gotta leave, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. You gotta go home. You
Hey, I'm
gotta
gonna
get
tell
up
you
out
this.
of here.
I'm gonna tell you this. Then I'm gonna tell you this right here. Then you're gonna DeMarcus Lawrence is gonna be on a different team next year. He's not gonna retire. I don't think he's gonna retire because I honestly think somebody is gonna give him a bag, bro. Not a stupid bag, but a bag that's worth getting dressed for.
I think D. Law is an underrated player, but I think it's once you start getting up at age like that, man, it's kind of hard to like guarantee some money like that.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
when you get to DeMarcus Lawrence age, the next team he'd play for will be a super contender. Where a lot
Yeah,
of that
he
wouldn't
gonna
matter.
have to ring chase. Hopefully, we get him the ring this year, but if not, he gonna be ring chase. He probably go sign with the Chiefs or something for $3.
Why was that the team that came to my head? But you know what?
He gonna sign with the Chiefs for $3.
That's where all the Dallas Cowboys go.
I'm gonna tell you what
and
you would
win
like to
rings.
see. What you would like to see is the Dallas Cowboys to achieve some success this year, and then the Cowboys just lowball them. Nah, they letting him go regardless.
I mean, yeah, because nothing is cheaper than a second round pick.
With 3 years left.
Yep. So yeah, they literally draft the person, that compass him. That
Okay.
that be like in the Dallas Cowboys drafted C.J. Stroud and Dak Prescott was still on the team. C.J.
All right.
Stroud comp with Dak Prescott.
I ain't
Okay.
gonna lie though, they basically did it because Trey. They tried to find somebody who damn near looked just like Dak.
He's just a little bit
Trey
taller
looked like a younger Dak. That's what he looked like.
Hey,
in the face.
my next question. Next question, and I'm out on this one. After we talk about this subject. Al Harris. Al Harris is experiencing a ridiculous amount of consistent success right now. Mike Zimmer should have a pretty damn good defense next year. Why? I mean, this year. Why? Because it's going to be the same defense we had last year. It's going to build off of it. How do you keep both? And if you don't keep both, who you keep?
You keep
And
both.
this is going off six. This is going off six. Because, bro, Al Harris, man, you're getting interceptions in preseason games, man. That means you're a culture of getting interceptions, getting your hands on the ball. It not only is it with the guys who are getting paid, but the people who your message is so relatable to guys that you just met.
Guess what, Wes? You made a brilliant point. Listen, when you said you see how the unit reflects the coach, we just said the same thing about Scott McCurley, bro. It worked both ways. His linebackers was playing like crap because they usually play like crap. Al Harris DBs playing great and catching interceptions because guess what? They usually do that. It reflects the coach. And then look, guess what? It don't matter what DB we put out there, they catching interceptions. Do that sound like an individual that's just good, or do that sound like a great coach unit?
Well, I don't know.
Highly
Listen to
coached
me.
unit.
Think about this, landlord. You can prove it to yourself. I want somebody to randomly name off all 4 people that got interceptions. You want to know why you don't know them? You don't know them. But you know what? What's the common denominator?
Morganson,
I know you do. It's your
Marquise
job to know them.
Goode.
But I'm saying, what's the common denominator? What's the common denominator in all this? Al Harris. You know what this also lets me know? That Al Harris can build me another Deron Bland. He can build me another Trevon Diggs. Bruh, if I'm the Cowboys, bro, I'm going all in on Al Harris next year. Why? Because,
I
bro,
wouldn't mind Al being the head coach.
But you finna steal my thunder, so I'm finna stop you.
Oh, go ahead.
Cause you asked the question as to how you keep them both. Al Harris is already the assistant head coach. So if you're really planning on moving on from Mike McCarthy, just go ahead and elevate him to head coach, and then you can give the assistant head coach title to Zimmer, and just be happy and prosper.
I
You can keep
think that'll be like a shot of adrenaline for this franchise.
it would be,
If
bro. It would.
If
A
Al
young,
Harris be the coach, a young black head coach.
bro, with dreads.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, it's lit in Dallas now. And I'm telling you, that probably changed the whole culture and everything.
Hey, think
But
about this.
do you think we really would do it though?
Hey, think about this.
It could.
I'm gonna give you guys one example, and then I'm out of here. On why I believe what you're saying is absolutely right. Want to know why? Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell.
Adrenaline shot for
What
Detroit.
did Dan Campbell do to the Detroit? Bro, the Detroit Lions are not even viewed the same way no more.
Turned
They
them boys
different.
up.
They're different, bro. And bro, he's only been there 2 years. What,
They
3
was
years?
this close.
3 years.
They
3
was
years.
they was this close to being in the damn championship.
Yep. Beating the 49ers, who we struggle with.
They was beating the hell out of the 49ers.
And think about this. When it's all said and done, it's with draft picks, a quarterback they traded for, and free agents. Guess what? That's how every team in the NFL is created.
I don't think nobody talked about that though, y'all. Do y'all think Mike McCarthy looking over his shoulder like, yeah, we training Al Harris to be the head coach next year?
I mean, Al Harris' success is doing that.
I'm just saying he's now officially the assistant head coach. He's gonna be learning. That's what he's doing. He said he wasn't ready to be a defensive coach. So I don't know. Maybe we need to hold our horses. Al Harris, in so many words, said he wasn't ready to take that step. but somehow,
he said he wasn't ready to be the play caller, defensive play
oh,
caller.
the play caller. Okay, that's different.
I
That's
was gonna
different.
say that
My
because I'm gonna
fault.
tell
My
you this
fault.
right here. I'm gonna tell you this right here. What I've learned, I'm gonna tell you this. I definitely believe that I could be a head coach of a football program. I definitely believe that I would not want to be an offensive coordinator for a football program. If I was brought in as a head coach, I would 100% bring in an offensive coordinator
And a defensive coordinator.
and a
Cause you,
defensive coordinator.
cause you,
The
cause you can
reason being is
you can
because
mitigate everything.
the reason being is because, bro, calling plays is its own genius within itself, man. Like it is its own genius, and I'm gonna tell you this right
My
now.
offense will be lit.
I
I'm
mean,
throwing about every play.
this is the thing with Al Harris. I believe you. I think your team will be more comfortable because I think he will be looking at the offense and telling them dudes, "Hey, bro, let it go." Why? Because, bro, we'll get you a couple. Don't trip. Like, you know how much confidence Dak has when he knows that his defense is gonna get the ball at least twice. Those are 2 free turnovers that he can get. There was a very interesting debate that people said, and it was on my boy T Parsons show, and he was saying that, like, when you have a good quarterback, can you allow interceptions? Can you afford interceptions? And you have people that were saying, no, you can't. You still got to be there. I'm like, but no, bruh. If Tony Romo said it, if you don't throw interceptions, you're not trying. Sometimes you got to put that ball up there, right? But when you have a defense that you feel that can get you extra free turnovers that you haven't even earned on offense, yes, that does allow me to be like that. Let that thing go, bro. Because if they intercept it, don't trip. We'll get it back.
I mean, I feel like in general, not just with the turnovers, when you know your defense is shutting shit down, strapping stuff up, and they can hold stuff down. I'm not moving. I'm not going to hold their hands. I'm going to go out here on offense, do everything in my power, to try to put up points. I'm going for the big plays. I'm taking risks because I know you got me. You got my back. I ain't out here alone.
It's like you talking crap and you got your big brother standing behind you.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with that. And I think it works twofold because we also know a defense that knows the offense can't score points. They tense, they're tight. They up here trying to overcompensate. They know they gotta stop them from scoring. They pressing because they know, man, we can't win this game if we give up 20 points. Like a defense that knows their offense ain't worth a quarter, man.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. Go listen to Ray Lewis when he talks about that year they won the Super Bowl when they had that defense that scored 17 points, and he said we were so good that year because the way our team was set up, we had to be. Like it was like our offenses can't score 35 points. They can't. So guess what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to hold teams under 20 points because our offense
I
can only
throw
score
our
20.
defensive ball though. When we had Cooper Rush, they were that good.
They
Because
were
they had to be.
because they
They
had to
were
be.
that
It
good.
had to be.
Yeah,
And then guess
true.
what? When Dak came back, we we scored more points. But you know what I'm saying? But
Them
that's a
boys took a deep
dope ass
breath when
point.
Dak came back and got sorry. They was like, thank God Dak back.
Like, ooh, they
We
can
can
back.
relax.
Hey, that's a good ass point. Because the defense, the defense was so good they started scoring points.
I thought
Man,
they was gonna be Doomsday 2.0. I'm thinking they like that. Them boys lit.
Yeah, they
don't get me
literally started.
wrong.
I remember that Rams game.
Didn't D Law score a touchdown?
Yeah,
Them boys went in allowing 20 points. I
but
think during that Cooper Rush stretch, they didn't allow 20 points, I don't believe. It took a minute.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like they got to the point where they started scoring points for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, fellas, man, we've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of us for getting this content. I'm about to go over here and watch
Absolutely.
the rest of the last part of this practice. I'm not coaching this year because I'm actually gonna be I'm gonna be on I'm gonna be the voice of Grand Terrace Titans. I'm gonna be calling all their junior All American football games this season. So that's gonna be a new experience. So
That's what's up.
Indeed, my brother.
But I'm getting up
hey,
out
shout
of
out to
here
my boy
too,
Big
y'all.
James. Man, Big James was the first person I saw do that, and I always thought that was interesting when I saw that. Like Okay, people will pay you to call games. Like, yes, people will pay you to call games.
Damn.
Like any, you could call some high school games. You're good enough. And landlord, you too. Your schedule too crazy though.
Yeah, true.
But
True,
I know you
true.
could because your schedule open and you got you can do it. They pay $200.
$200 holla. $200
Hey,
holla.
yeah, $200 a Saturday, bro. Just to go down there and just get on a microphone and talk about, and Jefferson gets the ball, he runs to the floor, touchdown. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's the easiest thing in the world, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Hey
Got
man,
the
I love
best
y'all,
seats
man.
in the house too.
Y'all know I get emotional when football season comes. So man, I love y'all, man.
Love you too,
Man,
King.
hey, to start as of tomorrow, I ain't talking about the damn what do we play? We ain't talking about these dudes. I'm talking about you damn Raiders going
Raiders.
going
The
forward.
Raiders. The
And
Raiders.
guess what? Guess what? Your defense is gonna see a better quarterback. You want to know why? Because the Raiders don't know who their starting quarterback is as of right now. So get week 2, you will probably see. I don't think you're not gonna see Devontae Adams, but you're gonna see a better offense. So I'm gonna be curious to see how my defense plays
Me
because
too.
Yes, sir.
the Raiders got to find out who their quarterback is.
I'm gonna have to ride on now with y'all, man. On that note,
All right.
but I'll be looking forward to the Raiders too. I'm gonna
Yes,
look at
sir.
their first game, see what rookies they got. Anybody interesting or something like
Well,
that.
they got Garner Minshew and the other dude battling for the quarterback position right now. Neither one of them look good.
Aiden
Well,
O'Connell.
Hey, we might
who
want to
knows?
trade Trey Lance there. We trade Trey Lance to the Raiders. That'd be a good one.
There you
That
go.
that'd be funny.
But I'm
All right,
gonna
man.
holler at y'all, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. I'm gonna have to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all.
Me as well, man. Wes,
And
tell the
y'all
boys what
know
you
what it
got to
is, man.
say, man.
Hey, man, you already know what it is.